Hello and welcome. And we are off for the week one, first part of the challenge. So, welcome to all James Academy members. Welcome to the Madhouse. I've just put a link into the Discord group and into the Facebook group, and some of you should be getting notified on the app. So, be very interesting to see how many of you come on. I've tried leaving it as late as possible. It's 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m., which means it's maybe 9:46. I'm not sure. Any questions you have, feel free to get them in here. Hopefully, the coaches are doing a phenomenal job as per usual. But I thought I'd jump on. I like this little setup as well. Yeah, I like that. And if some of you are joining through the app and it's not letting you comment, then you will need a link from either the Discord or the Facebook group. But yeah, just going to pop a link to the JSA group here. And then any comments. Yeah. Always prangs me out. I'm here. No one to talk to. Hello, hello, hello. How's this lighting? Thought I'd make it a bit more trendy in here for like podcasts. I've got a plant and everything. Oh, there we go. Samantha says hello. So I'm no longer feeling like Billy No Mates. Look at it. You can tell there's been a woman's touch in here, can't you? That was the old ball and chain. How are we all finding the challenge? Are we all getting on with it? All right, now the comment section picking up. But yeah, is there anything that you guys want to question me on while I'm here? This is just going to be a James Smith Academy live, so it'll be private. It'll be no judgment. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I'm now day 8 of carnivore. Last night was a struggle. Last night, or maybe even the night before, emotionally, I was drained. I just wanted to eat something that wasn't meat or eggs. I miss having a bread wrap from the pantry. I miss cereal. It's like, it's not terrible, but I don't know, actually. I've lost about 2-3 kilograms, but I'm not sure if that's just water weight. But yeah, in case you're looking at me and you're like, oh, doesn't seem his usual self. I haven't had a carb in 8 days. All right. Jen, can't get to the gym at the minute because of injury. Is doing more NEAT okay instead? Absolutely, especially if your goal is fat loss. You probably burn more calories on a brisk walk than you would in the gym anyway. But yeah, the gym is kind of a component that we're going to want to ensure it gets back in when you're able to. I joined yesterday. Will the workouts come through soon? Yes, they usually take about 24 to 48 hours. If it's been longer than that, pop me an email. I'll put my email address here and I can get someone to chase it up. So, don't sign me up to anything dodgy, all right? There you go. If it's been less than that period of time, that is. I miss beer. It's been a week, mate. Don't. I'm curious to know, do you find people get better results from going to the gym over doing home workouts, or just depends on how much work you put in? Yeah, I don't think it's really location based so much. Depends on the person, depends how much they want it. I've taken winners to Bali before. I remember sitting with Lee, who was one of our first winners, and I go, were you surprised to find out you won? He goes, no. He goes, I knew I was going to win the second I started the challenge. It's like, oof. Naomi, this is my first time using your app. This might be a really silly question. If I'm doing, for example, a dumbbell front squat, do I put the weight of both dumbbells or one dumbbell? You put the weight of both dumbbells, just to keep it simple, because that metric is to determine how much weight you are lifting. So if you've got 215s, you are squatting 30 kilograms. Yeah, that should make it easy. Then it's just keeping a track. And even if you did it wrong, as long as you kept track of it, you'd be fine. I've been diagnosed with SVT. What exercise do you recommend that doesn't rate heart rate too much? Weight training, again, would be pretty good. One of those. I probably wouldn't give too much advice because I don't know too much about SVT. Yeah, probably walking and weight training. But yeah. Trap bar deadlifts. As I've increased the weight, I found that hex bar tips while I'm in the middle of a set. Anything I can do to address this? Is it just grip strength? It could be. Make sure that your middle finger is lined up with the kind of middle part of the trap bar, must be lifting some weight. Probably, yeah, going to be a bit of grip. Could be a bit of balance. Could be, make sure that you're wearing a flat shoe or make sure that you're wearing something stable on your foot. But yeah, it's probably a bit of that. But maybe it might be time to change it up soon and go to a traditional. At what point does walking fast move from neat to eat? Well, actually, the determinant between neat and eat is whether or not it's planned. So, for instance, if I'm jigging my leg under the table, I did not plan to jig my leg under the table. So, technically, if you plan to go out for a walk, it's eat, not neat. And every time I start doing that, he's like, shut up, bruv. Hi, James. My second challenge, I've learned a lot from the last one. My biggest issue is hitting protein goals. When I can't stomach protein shakes, bars, and really struggle with the oat smoothies. Do you like meat at all, Gabriella? That's my easiest way. The other day, I had 300 grams of protein on Carnival. Yeah, Ryan. So, imagine this. Today, all I've eaten is eggs and steak and some chicken kebabs, on the skewers. I'm going to try workouts first thing in the morning. Should I try to have breakfast before, go to the gym, or at least something small? It's up to you. Like today, because all I've got is meat. I didn't really fancy eating before, but when carnival's finished, I like to go to training with like a bowl of cereal in me. But it's up to you. Like if you're looking to lose fat, getting adjusted to training without eating is probably a good idea, even though it's going to suck more. But it's not forever. It's just till you lose the weight. But yeah, if you're training for performance and muscle growth, then if you're someone that if you eat before you perform better, you would want to eat more. Yeah. Ravi. Hi, James. I haven't had a coach contact me. Have you been using the program request area on the app? And have you requested a program from the inputs? Have a look on the app. If nothing's gone through, my email address is above there. What I can do is I can put your username into the backend and just chase that. Suzanne really wanted to join the 12-week challenge, but couldn't get into the app until yesterday. I'm now doing the 7-day free trial. Can I still join? I'm afraid not, Suzanne. Enrollment, we do keep open 7 days. So I do apologize. In 6 weeks' time, there could be the opportunity for you to jump on the second part of that. But we do keep it open for 7 days for enrollment for these kind of hiccups to occur. Second challenge, so excited. Bench press personal best yesterday. Well done. I want to lift heavier and try hanging exercises, but struggle with grip strength. Tips on how to improve with this. First of all, using a band is a good idea. So your grip just isn't strong enough for all your body weight. So then maybe using a band to get familiar with it. Try some dead hangs from the bar. You can, and ultimately, just hang on to the bar and hold on for as long as you can. That'd be a good idea for improving your grip. But yeah, it's going to be one of those things that and if you're looking to lose weight as well, as you lose weight, it'll get easier and easier. But it'll come. It'll come. I'm excited for this challenge. Bought tickets to the USA tour. Thank you very much. Looking forward to meeting you all there. Shooting to increase 10 rep max squat. Excellent. Just wanted to say a big shout out to you and your amazing coaches. What a great team you have behind you. Thank you. They helped me through my last challenge so much, finding a better mindset. Legend. Nathan. First day back in the gym after a couple of months away. First session was day 1 of Strong as Fuck program. The Strong AF program, or I tried to call it the James Smith Strength System. That is a difficult program. I'm not sure which coach gave you that, but it's difficult. Greg, I deadlift in socks to keep stable. And if you do continue to struggle with the hex bar, maybe try a traditional deadlift. Make sure you flip that trap bar as well, because a lot of people, not saying this is you, Greg, but I'm saying a lot of people can sometimes have the trap bar upside down, because you notice the handles are like a little D. If the D is up, if your hand is above the pin in the plate, you've got, a surplus deficit. Easier. My toddler won't allow me to watch needy things. Have a good day. Thanks. I joined off the back of another 12-week plan I followed, lost 10 kilograms and want to lose a little bit more body fat. Not necessarily weight. I'm 72 kg. Can I lose fat at maintenance? It depends what you consider maintenance calories, because for instance, let's say for me, my maintenance is about 2,800 calories. But if I don't feel like dieting, sometimes I will eat maintenance, or how can I put it this way? I won't strive for eating more or strive for eating less, but I'll just train really hard and see if my composition will change. It's almost like a recomp. You can lose fat at your perceived maintenance. Or what I would say to you, Ryan, let's reframe this and go, why didn't you take a diet break? So don't put yourself in a deficit every day, but I'm not telling you to go eat crazy amounts of food. So I'm saying have a little break from restricting calories, train really hard, sleep really well, eat well, and see what happens. Notice, does your composition get better? Does it get worse? And then look to see if living at maintenance improves your physique. What is the best exercise that works? As many muscles as possible for lower body. And again, it's difficult for me to say this because let's say I said leg press. You might have a preference of glute and hamstrings or quads. So the best exercise is only in context to what area you want to hit. As I try to improve programming, any tips for improving writing and programming that make them efficient? Dave, if I'm completely honest with you, and the other 110 people here, don't put so much onus into the program. The program for many of you is just a structure to follow. Imagine this, I'm a bit of a con artist in this respect. The reason that people love intermittent fasting is just because it's got a good rule set. Like people believe in intermittent fasting and they're like, they do well. Almost half of my job is getting you to believe in the program that I write you. I mean, you believe in it, you work hard, you do it, you turn up consistently, especially when you pay money and you get good results. Even if you write a bad program and you do it well and train hard, you'll probably still get good results. So, if you write a program you enjoy, over time, you'll probably go, wow, my quads have gone to shit. You look at your program, that makes sense. There's no squats, no leg extensions. And then you fix it as you go along. Nathan, how long are you doing carnival for? 28 days. So doing it for a YouTube video. YouTube's got me now. YouTube's got me. I haven't had the biggest appetite and I've been under eating a lot. Does that matter too much? Not if your girl's fat loss. Not if your girl's fat loss. Might come back and get you. Might kick you in the balls in a little bit of time, but okay, thoughts on blood flow restriction training. Okay, this is an interesting one. So the hypothesis of how muscle growth occurs is like a bit of a trifecta. Three things. Let me see if I can remember. Mechanical tension, metabolic stress, muscle damage. So if you were to go from your normal 4x10 to let's say 5x5, the amount of damage you're creating to the muscle is lessened because you're doing less like reps, let's say. But the amount of mechanical tension and metabolic stress you're creating from lifting a lot heavier helps grow muscles. So what I'm saying is for blood flow restriction training, you strangle the muscle, you go incredibly light. And although there's, the idea that you withhold hydrogenized ions into the muscle tissue, in essence, what you're doing is you're changing that pyramid to go from this to go to this. And what I'm saying is you're just bringing the intensity down or the mechanical tension down, and you're shooting up muscle damage and you're shooting up metabolic stress. So if you blew out your ACL and you're a professional footballer and you wanted to get back into the weights room as soon as possible to offset muscle loss from your quadricep or your hamstring, I would tie a knee strap around the top of your quad and I get you to do leg extensions at a really lightweight for really high reps to elicit hypertrophy. But outside of that, if you pursue muscle growth whilst partaking in blood flow restriction training, you will jeopardize your strength, which I don't think is a good deal. Corey, Strong AF program. How can I get that one for my next regime? I'll ask Stu. Yeah, Stu will be able to do it. Stu and I have written the thing, and the last few months, which Stu's been doing, they've been great. And for any of you that are listening, it's quite an advanced program. But the idea is that you work at every month is a different intensity. Let's say your reps change, your goals change, and you go from an accumulation phase of doing lots of reps to less reps to less reps. And when you do less reps, you need to lift more weight to elicit the response you want. Pardon me. Is it possible to improve endurance distance, train for a marathon, and also build muscle at the same time? Is there an optimal workout split? Okay, Sandra, imagine this. If I give you 10 units a week that you can spend on your training, if you allocate 5 to muscle growth and 5 to running, someone who allocates 10 to running will progress twice as fast, and someone that allocates 10 to muscle growth will build muscle twice as fast. Concurrently, because you're splitting the effort that you're putting into your training in 2 different places, it's possible to do whatever you want. It's just going to take longer. I find it difficult to get the dumbbells in position, start lifting on the incline bench press. I've tried going down in weight, but I can't increase the weight anymore. I'm at 40 kilogram each dumbbell. It's a lot of weight, mate. It's quite a lot of weight. And again, can't increase the weight. it could be time to say that that's kind of the glass ceiling for that exercise, because that is difficult. You're getting into position, you're having to hold them into position. Um, if you can increase the reps, that's one thing, but it could just be the case that you need to move on to a barbell bench press. Although you're not going to get quite the same contraction. It gets difficult when you get heavy, let alone not just bench them, dropping them after. Does my water intake include coffee, tea? Yeah. So if you have like a long black or an Americano in the UK, you have a net hydrating status, because like if you have like a long coffee with quite a bit of water in, although coffee dehydrates you a little bit as a diuretic, you'll have a net positive amount of water. Shout out to the coaches who are really encouraging and personal rather than like some generic automated response. The coaches are amazing. I'm telling you, you come here hopefully because of me, you stay here because of them. Leslie, I'm really struggling with weight loss and I'm in menopause, which I'm struggling with. Any tips would be greatly appreciated. Leslie, have you listened to my latest conversation with Dr. Louise Newson? This is some of my reading material that I'm getting into at the moment. Menopause is a big topic and it's something that I'm wanting to really understand a bit more about. I haven't finished this book yet, Leslie, but I believe that this could really, really help you. So yeah, that's not like a prop. I didn't get Leslie here to be like, oh, how can James look good? Hold on. Gotta arrange that. Got to put the candle on there. Okay. Struggling with floor core exercise, poor mobility because of my current size. Can I put these types of exercise to one side until I'm more manageable size? Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, get rid. I'm a complete newbie to strength training. I'm loving it so far, but why are side planks so difficult? Side planks are disgusting. They were designed by the devil. But the thing is, even if you're doing them like poorly, I think it's just quite good, especially if you're going to be putting yourself in positions where you're potentially weak. Having an exercise like that, even if it's just for resilience, for the mentality, I think it's a good idea. If my goal is to reduce my 5K running time, what weekly measurement do I need to add? Do I submit my 5K? You could do your 5K time. You could even do like a plus minus. Like, does it get quicker? Did it get slower? I'm doing the 7-day trial, loving it. Just thought I'd drop that in. Thank you very much. Just back to underrating. I've struggled with binge eating earlier. Do I focus on eating maintenance calories to keep up my fat loss calories? Struggling with binge. Do I just keep focusing on it? Okay, so I don't really understand your question, Ravi, I'm afraid. Can't wait to smash some goals in the next 12-week challenge. Loving the program already. I've been scheduled in as a 4-day training. Do I just mess with my coach if I'm more than 4 days? Yes. However, when you get from like 4 days onwards, as far as splitting your weight training, it might, a 4-day split, you could do upper, lower, you could do push, pull, legs, push, like going to 5 days. What could you do then? You could do like a full body accessory day, full body accessory day, full body. But yeah, just message the coach and get something made up. Is it better to do more reps till you make, or to up the weight to make it quicker? Okay, depending on the goal, there's not a massive difference between it. So if you were to do 10 reps at a heavier weight or 20 reps at a lighter weight, as long as your last few reps are really difficult and you're really struggling, you'll get the result you want. Probably muscle growth, training, strength increases. But this is like why it's like in the strong program, you start with high reps, lighter weights, and you start from accumulation and you reduce the reps as you go, which then makes it fun. Then you're lifting like 5-6 reps for really heavy weight. Then boom, we put you back into accumulation. Why do you have to start a challenge a couple of days before Eid? I figured if I can't get through that, I could get through anything. I do apologize. I know. What have you got? Is it Saturday? Saturday, you've got Eid. Salaam alaikum, Aisha. Hope you had a good Ramadan. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had some nice feeds with your family. And yeah, I do apologize, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Okay, while maintaining a deficit and doing resistance training, if the weight on scale is not going down for 2 to 3 weeks, does that mean muscle is compensating for fat loss or change is needed? If your goal is fat loss, I would say if someone's weight hasn't changed in 3 weeks, I go, do you think you're losing fat? If they go, yes, I go, you're fine. If they go, no, I'd say we probably need to reduce calories further. Amy, I love the app. Such a great way of tracking my training and keeping me motivated. Thank you. The workout's taking me a little longer than predicted. Am I doing something wrong? No, could just be finding your feet. Could be one of those things. As long as it's not taking so long, it's causing an issue. And also the majority of the time, The exercises are programmed in the line of importance. So if you like got to be somewhere, you got to get back to work, you can always just shave the last ones off because they're probably going to be accessory sets like arms or shoulders, whatever. Okay, guys, that's 20 minutes. Thank you very much for tuning in. For any of you that came to this late, I'll be saving this within the app. So thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, never a chore. I hope you guys are having the best time. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I'm on carnival and it's in the evening here. If there's anything you need from me, email address, I'll put it down here again one more time. I want to make sure as you guys are happy. Oh boy. Cool. You have a good day. See you in a bit, guys. Bye bye.